Oh, nice.
Pure gold.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Get her on that. Right. What's going on, everybody?
Whoa.
Is LC Muscles here, back in with a brand new Painting Game Pick'ems episode, Season 6, Episode 7.
Toilet paper! Sorry, I haven't said that in a while. I had to do it. I
Now,
haven't said that in a
Nice.
while.
okay, so we got
For old
ourselves
time's sake, I had to do it.
7.
Yeah.
We got ourselves week 7 of the 2020 NFL season. 4 teams on our bye, but last week for Pick'ems did pretty good. Other than the Vikings absolutely fucking up, the Patriots fucking up, the Rams fucking up, and then the fucking Dallas messing up. It was not a good week, but I'm going to say Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim's going to talk more about that in a little bit, but the
Mhm.
thing is, introduce yourselves, guys, because I got to check some messages. Then we're going to talk about the week.
All right. What is going on, everybody? Still Maiden back in the house this evening. Yeah, man. I'm still feeling the vibes from us blowing the hell out of the Browns on Sunday. It feels great. But at the same time, we got another big test coming up. We head on down to Music City to face the Titans, who are 5-0. But I will say, old school AFC rivalry taking place back when the Titans were the Oilers. But I will say this: we shut down one high-scoring team in 1 week. I got no doubt, and I got confidence that we can do it for a second week in a row. But that being said, the Titans are no easy task. But yeah, man, love how this defense is playing. Offense is improving each week, in my opinion, and I just love to see it, man. So yeah, baby, let's get to 6-0. I will have Hate Week out either tomorrow or Friday night. And let's get on to it. Let's go Steelers. Great to be here as always, Lucas.
Sounds good. Thank you, Steel Maiden. Alexander?
YouTube, what's good? Dave Pizzanani here, back with another video on LC Muscles channel. Season 6, episode number 7 of Painting Game Pick'ems and the Painting Game Pick'em podcast, if you will. Dolphins got the win last week. And the new era begins because Tua Bumblebee Tagovailoa is the new starter for the Miami Dolphins. Really am kind of sad for Fitzpatrick. I know he put his heart and soul on the line for us. But we're going to see how it turns out. But now it's Tua time.
And time again.
First thing you people are asking yourselves, what's Tiny Tim doing wearing Kansas City Chiefs garb? Wasn't it pretty obvious? I'll just say what I want to say when I get there. But anyway, ready to be back with my boys. Week 7, almost halfway through the season. I can't believe we're already almost halfway through the season. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
Hell yeah. Last week I was 10-4. And then what were the rest of the
8-6.
standings, Steel Maiden?
Well, I was 10-4 as well. Solid week for me as well. That just, something I noticed. It seems to be a recurring theme with me. Every odd week, I tend to have like a pretty down week, and then every even week, I do great. So yeah, I went 10-4. I can thank the Vikings for messing me up for going 11-3. You can always count. Yeah. You can always count on Kirk Cousins to, throw in the triple coverage every single game and throw 3 picks.
Fucking sucks.
Kirk family member Cousins.
Yeah, but other than that, I won't complain. 10-4. I don't remember. I know Tim went 10-4 as well.
I went
He had
8-6
a good week as well. Alex, I think you went like 8-6 or 9-5.
Yep.
If I'm not, I mean, I got rid of the scoreboard for week 6, so I don't.
I'm 8-6. I went 8-6 last week.
Yeah, but I know the standings are pretty tight in the tournament altogether. I started off pretty low, and I'm slowly inching my way up to first place in my division. I'm still
I
a
have
couple
a little
games,
bit
yeah.
wild.
I'm still a couple games out of first place, but I'm getting closer every week.
Same here.
Yeah.
It's just going to take time, unfortunately. But
Yes. I must have known something when I pulled that rabbit out of my hat and called the Falcons to beat those Vikings.
that was a good pick.
Yeah. That was a good pick. Good pick.
Yeah,
Even
solid.
though one of our rules are we don't pick the Jaguars, we don't pick the Falcons, but we're gonna, instead of the Falcons, I'm gonna add another team. So we don't pick the Jaguars, don't pick the Jets. Can we agree on that?
No one's picking the Jets.
No way.
I second the motion.
Sounds good to me.
100%.
So we have 4 on bye this week. We have the Miami Dolphins, we have the Baltimore Ravens, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Minnesota Vikings. If you're a fan of those 4 teams, red zone, you're gonna have to wait till next week.
Oh shit!
But the reason why the Ravens have an early bye week is this would normally be the Steelers bye week, but thanks to the Tennessee Titans
and the Patriots.
We would actually be playing Baltimore this week. Our bye week.
Right.
Our bye week would be next week.
Oh yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, I would. I always love to see the Steelers and Ravens go at it. One of the greatest rivalries of the last 20 years.
Absolutely.
Next week, baby. Next week.
Best rivalry. The best rivalry in the NFL the last 20 years, but not quite the best rivalry of all time because that goes to another game, which we'll be talking about soon, actually.
This week.
Yeah.
That's right, this week. So
Really?
let's get things started with this week because also before the show starts, we do have a hate week analysis for this week. Last week we had Crazy Dog. This week we'll have Titan uploads. So you'll see that later on the show. But with that being said, let's get into our picks. Starting off first, Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. Even though this game probably will not be watched by anybody because the presidential base the same time, same night and everything.
I'm still watching.
I know.
I already voted by mail.
Trust me, it's going to be an interesting week. But we have Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants. This game is in Philly. The Eagles are 4.5 favorites, and the referee, I think, for this game will be Adrian Hill. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, like I said, Steelers-Ravens, best rivalry of the last 20 years.
Really?
But in my honest opinion, I've always said the Giants and Eagles is the best rivalry of all time in the NFL. I've always said that, my personal opinion, because the all-time series, 88-86 Philly, and they've met in the playoffs 4 times. Both teams have won 2 playoff games. And some of the most historic moments have come from those 2 teams. Some of the most historic moments in the NFL have come from those 2 teams playing each other. Like, the both miracles at the Meadowlands, all that stuff. So, and on top of that,
Deshaun Jackson's kickoff return for a touchdown to end the game.
Both fan bases are extremely passionate, and both fan bases hate each other. That's what makes it a great rivalry, man. But, it's not so great right now because both teams suck right now. The Giants are coming off a win over Washington. The Eagles, they lost, but they nearly came back and beat the Ravens, man. That would have been something. If they would have knocked off Baltimore, that would have been something.
I would have loved it to happen. But unfortunately, Doug Peterson cannot call.
But because Doug Peterson is just being an idiot this year, I don't know. But regardless, Philly is so banged up. They just lost 2 more offensive players, so they are so banged up right now. And the Giants, they are just not a good team at all right now. So that's what makes it very hard to pick. But usually when I'm unsure of who to pick, I go home team, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm actually going to go ahead and take Philly to win this game. At the end of the night, the Eagles, they've owned the Giants over the years. I think they won like 16 of the last 20 against them, something crazy. But, they have killed the Giants over the years. And Daniel Jones, I don't trust. I just think Daniel Jones, with him turning the ball over all the time and Joe Judge's ridiculous play calling. I think that's going to be your takeaway right here. I think Philly gets off the schneid a little bit and they get a win over the Giants 28-24.
Very nice.
Who wants to go next?
I guess I will. Got two division rivals who pretty much suck. But then again, every team in that division sucks because it's the NFC least. The New York Midgets against the Philadelphia Chickens. What a great rivalry. What a great rivalry. As Steel Baden just said, great rivalry, great moments in this game, in this particular series. And Philadelphia has pretty much owned the Midgets for a little while now. And actually, I really don't see it happening. I see a close game. I'm going to say, I'm not really much to say about this game. It's going to be a toilet bowl game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
I predict the
Tank ball. I don't think that's
go. Anyway, I got my pick here. Philadelphia 24, New York 20. Fly chickens fly.
All right. So this game might look ugly in terms of records, but the winner is clearly in the division race. Then that is how bad the NFC least is.
Yep.
The Eagles played really well late against the Ravens, but now they have a little bit more injuries. But I don't think that's going to matter here. Even so, they're the better team, and they are at home. Eagles win this big, and yes, this is a big division game. Eagles win 27-20.
Oh my God. I'm more than likely not going to be watching this game because I'm watching the presidential debate, to be honest with you guys. Because I really want to see the presidential debate. I've been on the streams, man, and we've had some good conversations about that. But this game, honestly, I really could care less about. The thing is, both of these teams are really bad. The NFC least is a dumpster fire, utter dumpster fire.
Yeah.
The only reason I would actually care about this game is because I have a DraftKings lineup.
Oh.
They're doing I think they're doing a good contest for, I think it's a $3 contest. I think they're doing a really good contest for it. And let me tell you guys something right now. Boston Scott. Look out for Boston Scott because he is going to be a breakout player in this game because Miles Sanders is out. Expect the Eagles to walk over the Giants. I'm going to say final score 28-20. Give me the Eagle. Fly, Eagle, fly. Fly, chickens, fly.
Yeah.
Next game on the list.
Next game on the list. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing our game right now. Steelers-Titans. This game is in Tennessee. And the Titans are favored by 1.5 points, surprisingly. And the referee for this game is going to be Sean Hockley. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, you want us to save you two for last?
I think we should.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
Go ahead, Alex.
All right, I'll go first. This is the game of the week, matching the two left. Are they the two only undefeated teams?
No,
Seattle's
still undefeated.
Seattle's still
Okay.
undefeated.
And this game was rescheduled because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, the Titans are playing really well on offense with Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill, but I think the Steelers' defense will slow them down, not by much, but because I still have the Tennessee Titans winning. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I got to be real here. I got the Titans winning in overtime, 30-24. Run up the gut in overtime by Henry.
Tiny Tim.
Well, that sounds very nice. That'd be interesting, but I actually see it the other way. I think the Steeler defense will try to find a way even though in one of my fantasy leagues I picked him as my overall pick, Derrick Henry. I picked him overall first round. But I think the Steelers could find a way to stop him. And because of that, I see a close game here, but I'm actually going with the Steelers 28-24.
Okay.
I'll actually save you last this time, Steel Maiden. I'm actually going to save you last. I'm actually going to go first because if you guys don't know, my hate week is going to be up tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Be ready for that. This is going to be a very good hate week. Crazy Dog, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. That's actually a good point. I'll actually talk about that now. The Tennessee Titans and Steelers both suffered season-ending injuries last week. The Steelers lost Ben Bush the season to a torn ACL, which I was surprised because I did not think that was a torn ACL, but you never know with ACL, man. That stuff is crazy. But Taylor Lewan is out for the season now with a torn MCL, and they're going to have a rookie come in and replace him. And that's going to be a problem because Derrick Henry against average to good run defenses has not performed very well. His worst game this year was against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He had 86 rushing yards. Not even 86 rushing yards. And he's going against the best rush defense in the league in Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh holds Derrick Henry to under 50 yards, our run defense is going to be considered elite. That's a fact. The thing is, this game is going to be determined is who commits the first turnover because Tennessee really does not commit turnovers very often. And us, we've had 2 games this year where we've not committed a turnover. And whoever gets the first turnover is going to dictate the place of this game. This is going to be very determined heavy on who's going to be able to stop the run and who's going to make the first mistake. In my case, I think Tennessee is going to make the first mistake. And the only time Tannehill and Ben have played each other, that was in Miami. That was a whole different ball game. But
Were you there for that?
The Dolphins won, and I was at that game.
I unfortunately remember that.
I think Ben's going to get his revenge because remember in that game, Ben didn't play the whole game that game. He didn't play the whole game. I think Ben right now is looking very healthy, and I think he's going to play very strong. I think the Steelers right now just have enough because James Conner, I think, has the rushing advantage because the Titans' run defense isn't that great compared to Pittsburgh's. And I think Pittsburgh's going to be able to stop Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry going against a good run defense, it's not going very well for him. And remember last time Derrick Henry played us, 2017, Thursday Night Football. Derrick Henry only had 7 rushes for 32 yards. That's facts right there. So with that being said, I have us winning this game. I have the Steelers shutting down Derrick Henry for the most part. I think Derrick Henry might have one big run in him, but most of the part, if we could get our tackling in shape, we're going to stop Derrick Henry because a good run defense is Derrick Henry's kryptonite. So with that being said, I think we will win this game. I think it's going to be close, though. I'm going to say final score 26-19. Give me the Steelers.
Well, you pretty much took the words right out of my mouth, man. I mean, I can't agree anymore. So let me just go over a couple things real quick. So I've been giving Tennessee's defense a whole lot of credit over the years. But this year, allowing 25 points a game on average, we're coming off back-to-back weeks of putting 38 on the board. That is going to be trouble for the Titans. But at the same time, Tennessee is coming off back-to-back weeks of putting 42 on the board. So with the Titans this year, you wouldn't think that they'd be this offensive hot commodity and the defense struggling. You'd think it'd be the other way around because last year, Titans had a great pass rush, they had a great run defense, and they caused a lot of turnovers. They haven't looked that way this year. So I believe your keys to victory here, you got to give Connor the rock a decent amount of times, about 15 carries this game. Got to get a run game going. Connor this year has 3 100-yard rush games. The Steelers collectively have 4 100-yard rush games because Benny Snell tore the Giants apart back in week 1.
He did.
With over 100 yards. So
He
I
did.
think that's your main. I think that's your main key offensively here. Get a run game going. Chase Claypool, the kid just keeps playing. The kid just keeps playing better every single week.
He's unreal, man.
Yep.
Mapletron.
Yep.
Actually,
6 touchdowns in 2 weeks for him. That is insane. He is playing extremely well right now. I don't really think Big Ben is gonna make a big splash in this game because the Titans, I think, nice. Mapletron is a
yeah.
Yeah, that being said, I still wouldn't underestimate Tennessee's secondary because they can still, generate a lot of turnovers. But that Titans pass rush and that Titans run defense, it is really taking steps back.
Oh,
So,
definitely.
like I said, you got to get a run game going for this game. As for our defense, we're allowing under 20 points a game. We held the Browns to 7 points last week, which, I know sounds like the norm, but when you take into consideration coming into that game last week that the Browns were the highest scoring team in the league, and we held them to 7 points.
And they're the number one rush offense in the league.
Yeah, that's saying something. They went 0 for 3 on 4th downs last week against us. Kareem Hunt had 40 yards on the ground, and our rush defense is number 1. We're 3rd in total defense so far, but we are number 1 in a lot of categories. Number 1 in the rush, number 1 in sacks, number 1 in quarterback hits, number 1 in causing pressure, and we've allowed the 3rd fewest yards. Our defense is legit, and I think, like Lucas said, if we hold Derrick Henry to a similar game that we had against him in 2017, where he has under 50 yards, it's time to call this defense elite. It is. It really is. Not to mention, we also have the 2 top leaders in tackles for loss of yards, Vince Williams and TJ Watt. Vince Williams is quietly having a great season for us.
Oh,
so I think this game is going to be won by defense and a run game by us. That's how we're going to win this game. So, another thing that I got to say, and then I'll make my prediction. People always say, well, the Steelers win ugly. They're 5-0, but they won ugly this year.
No.
Well, at least we beat the Giants by double digits, and they just got a garbage time touchdown against us under the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter. We never we won ugly against Denver, Philly. We won ugly against Denver and Philly, but we never trailed against those teams. And we had we had a terrible first half against Houston, but we dominated them in the second half. The Titans, on the other hand, they've won way, way more ugly than us. They barely got out of Denver with a win. They needed a monumental comeback to beat the 1-5 Vikings. They needed overtime to beat Houston. And who's the other team? They almost let Jacksonville beat them. Okay.
Not the Jaguars.
I agree.
Jaguars almost beat the Titans.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No joke.
Yeah, that's what I said. But that being said, this is our first test of the year. No denying that. But this is more of a test for Tennessee, in my opinion. The Titans, the best defense that they've faced so far, probably Buffalo. But even then, the Bills, they've kind of regressed in defense over the past few weeks.
I agree.
The Titans have not played a defense like this yet. Our defense, while other teams beat you defensively by turning the ball over and just and just limiting you, we are a completely different kind of defense. The Steelers have always been the defense to where we won't just limit you and cause you to make turnovers. We will beat you up. We will leave you on the side of the road, bloody, bruised, and a couple of broken bones, okay? That's always been the Steelers style of defense. We have always been a very physical defense, and I don't think Derrick Henry's ready for that kind of defense yet. So, all that being said, can I see? I'll be honest. I originally had Tennessee beating us.
I did too.
But after seeing how both teams have played, gonna go ahead and say that we get the 6-0. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to knock off the Titans. Very hard fought game. I got this being an old school defensive game, 23-17. Give me the Steelers to get the 6-0 for the first time since '78, man.
Wow. Fuck yeah, baby.
And just saying, and I know I keep bringing up '78, but that '78 team, we started off 7-0, by the way.
And they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, went 14-2, won the Super Bowl. No offense, Tim, over your Cowboys that year, but yeah, that '78 Steelers team is one of the greatest NFL teams of all time, and we're basically being compared to it. Wow, man. That's just incredible. But yeah, give me my boys to go to 6-0, man.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So, yep, that is the true thing. Titans, Steelers, and Seahawks. Last time the 3 undefeated teams because Green Bay decided to choke last week. So, next game on the list. I think this game, you guys thought Titans, Giants, Eagles was a tank bowl. I honestly don't think it was because both teams can still in that division. This game, however, is a tank ball. Dun, 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 dun. Detroit Lions and Atlanta Falcons. This game is and the Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. Land Clark is the referee for this game. Who do you guys got and why?
This is a tricky one for me, actually. The Lions, I mean, they went into Jacksonville and they took care of business against the Jags, but let's be honest, Jacksonville sucks.
Yeah, they won
the Jags, they can make anyone look good. They're horrible. I still think that, well, actually, no. I mean, at the beginning of the year, I said Jacksonville was going to be the worst team, but that easily goes to another team who we'll be getting to shortly. But, yeah, Jacksonville's horrible. The Lions, they're mediocre. I mean, they're not great. They're not horrible.
Right.
They're just like they've just been stuck in purgatory for so long, But yeah, the Lions, they do got playmakers. It's just coaching for them. Matt Patricia's a horrible head coach. But then you got the Falcons. They look better under Raheem Morris last week in his coaching debut. So, yeah, and for once the Falcons didn't blow a lead, if you can believe that. So that's a step in the right. That's a step in the right direction for them. So the Falcons, they look good against the Vikings. So I don't know. This was a difficult one for me to decide, but because of that, that's why this will be my coin flip of the week.
Ooh.
Actually, because the thing is, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So this is my coin flip too.
Yeah, this will be my coin flip of the week. So George Washington
make it 3.
Wow. George Washington will be the Lions. And then, oh, look at that. The state of Pennsylvania will be the Falcons.
I have Bray Wyatt as the Detroit Lions, and I have The Fiend as the Atlanta Falcons. Alex?
George Washington. See that? And then the great state of, what is this? Oklahoma.
Very nice.
So,
you guys ready?
Heads will be, heads is who?
Hmm?
Who's heads, who's tails?
Heads. I picked Bray Wyatt as my heads is Detroit, and then my Fiend is the Falcons.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, I'll count you off again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and flip.
I got the Fiend. Falcons.
I got George Washington, so I am rolling with Detroit.
I got George
Ooh.
Washington too. Give me the Lions.
Wow. So I'm the only one picking Falcons.
My final score 35-30.
Lions in a shootout, 35-34.
Oh, okay.
Falcons 35-34. How about that one?
I got the Falcons 28-20.
Wow.
Oh, we're split.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
I like it.
So
Wait, hold on.
You guys, all right, guys. I know one of the rules we had in our stream was never to pick the Jaguars and Falcons. We decided to change it to Jaguars and Jets.
Yeah.
So we removed the Falcons because they won.
Wait, so let me just get yours and A Pizzle score again because I got to enter this in my tournament. What did
That's fine.
Pizzle say again?
Falcons 35-30.
You there still, man? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
35-30.
Oh, 35,
Okay, cool.
30,
Yeah, for some reason.
what did you say, Lucas, for yours?
I said 35-34, same as your score.
Okay.
By Falcons.
Oh, Falcons. Okay.
And now that everyone had made their pick. God damn it, Psycho
Gee, I wonder what that
Psycho
was.
Mike, huh?
Psycho Mike. God damn it, Psycho Mike. That face he made. Oh my god. He gets me every time at the most inopportune time. Oh my god.
I think I was going to say set your watch to it, but I guess with this guy, you can't.
No, it's impossible. It's literally impossible.
I know, it is literally impossible. Next game on the list, we have the Ohio Bowl.
Oh,
Cleveland
God.
Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is Cincinnati, and the Browns are a 3-point favorite.
Woohoo.
And the referee for this game will be Tony Cornett. Who you guys got and why?
Battle of Ohio features a team and the Browns coming off a terrible loss to the Steelers, where I thought that was my lock of the week, Stone Cold lock of the week. And the Bengals are coming off of a blown 21-point lead to the Colts.
Yeah.
Love it.
The Browns' offense was bad against the Steelers, but I think they will get it going against the Bengals. Cincinnati can score as well. I think this will be close, but I think the Browns will win it, but barely. Give me the Browns to win 30-28.
Wow. I'm actually going to go next. Sorry, Dashy. I got to go with the Browns here. To be honest with you, the Browns need a rebound win. Baker looked awful, and people are saying right off the Browns. I think the Browns need to get their win and get back on track. I think they will. I think it's not going to be as high scoring as their last game in week 2. I have the Browns winning this game, though. Final score 28-20. Give me the Browns.
So,
Bengals
Bengals
two
fans.
evils.
Yeah, so Bengal fans, this is the team that we're supposed to be afraid of in a couple of years. You're up 21-0 on the Colts, and you can't even hold on to that lead. Now, I mean, granted, the Colts are a good team, but 21-0, and you can't hold on to that lead. It's like Marvin Lewis and Hugh Jackson never left you guys, you know. But yeah, with that being said, the Browns, they look miserable against us like they always do in Pittsburgh. They just can't beat us there no matter what. They've lost 17 straight to us in Pittsburgh now. And they're now 6-44 against us in Pittsburgh since the 70s, if you can believe that. But Cincinnati's not Pittsburgh, though. The Browns, they've had the Bengals number over the years. Baker Mayfield, he's always done really well against the Bengals. The Bengals just have a terrible defense. I don't see their pass rush getting to Baker a whole lot in this game. And for that reason, I think the Browns rebound after that terrible loss to us. and I think that they get the W here. I do think the Bengals will make it a good game because Cleveland's defense is abysmal as well. They give up a lot of yards and they give up a lot of points as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Cleveland Browns to go into Cincinnati to knock off the Bungles by a final pretty high scoring game, actually. 41-37 Cleveland.
Whoa.
Wow. That is scoring shit, man.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So the Bungles have the Brown Baggers, and I can see the Brown Baggers going into Cincinnati and taking care of those cats in the jungle. Man, I really feel sorry for Joe Burrow. I really do. But it looks like he's going to have to wait for another win or to get his first win of this season. I got the Browns winning this one, a very close game, 27-24. Give it to the Brown Baggers.
Bengals won this year already.
Yeah,
He
they did?
The Jaguars.
They beat the Jaguars.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the Jaguars. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Do you really actually count that as a victory? I mean,
Yes. The
well,
win is still a win.
No.
Okay.
It's hard to get the Eagles, so that's also another thing.
Okay.
Now we got the next game on our list. It is the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This game is in New
What is
Orleans.
going
New Orleans is a 7.5-point favorite, and the referee for this game is Craig Worlstad. Who you guys got and why?
What's the game?
Carolina, New Orleans.
Carolina, New Orleans.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
What the heck is going on?
Well, Saints are coming off the bye week, while the Panthers are coming off a physical loss to the Bears.
You got
Bears.
This is the return of Jenny Bridgewater to face the team that he was last on in the Saints. He led 5 victories to them last season too, but believe it or not, Saints defense had some issues this year, but I think they get going against their former teammate. I got the Saints winning this one. Final score 31-17.
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Which
It
one
might
are
be
we
your
on?
Wi-Fi. Check your Wi-Fi. It might be your Wi-Fi connection.
Which one are we
Well,
on?
Panthers and Saints.
New Orleans and Carolina Panthers.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, Panthers and the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting game. The Panthers, they've been sneaky good so far this year. No one expected that because they're expected to be a rebuilding team. But I will say the Panthers, they can put some points on the board. They can have a strong defensive stand a little bit. But then you got the New Orleans Saints. They're coming off a bye week. They usually play pretty well after a bye. But I don't know. The Saints have looked a little off to me so far this year. They've lost 2 primetime games. Drew Brees is starting to turn the ball over a little bit more, and I don't know if Michael Thomas is going to be back in this game. I don't know.
I heard he might be back.
I think he might.
He might be back.
Yeah,
Well,
because he was supposed to come back last week, but he couldn't, so they're going to rally him this week.
Let's just hope he doesn't get any more fights with his teammates.
Yeah, well, if he's back, if he plays in this game, the Saints are definitely winning it. So yeah, the Saints. It looks like they're starting to click better on offense. But man, do the Saints have a bad defense. They're another team that's bad. Yeah, the Saints are another team that's all offense, no defense. So this is a tricky one for me to decide. Common sense says to go with the Saints. But guess what, guys? This is my upset of the week.
Ooh.
I am going with the Carolina Panthers to upset the Saints.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
At the end of the day, the Panthers, like I said, they've been sneaky good this year. They've had a few good wins on the season. They knocked off the Cardinals a couple weeks ago. And I believe with how tough they usually play the Saints, especially in New Orleans, I think that can be a confidence booster for them. I see Carolina stepping up and putting some points on the board offensively. I don't really think defense is going to be there, but you never know with how the Saints have looked sloppy so far this year on offense. But yeah, let's be honest. I may regret doing this, and I fully expect to, but but this is a risk I'm willing to take. I am going upset here. Carolina 27-26 upset of the week.
Wow.
Interesting.
And plus the Saints they also struggled against Detroit too, so yeah.
True.
Well, that sounds wow. It's almost taking a dare. I mean, I can see that, but actually going to see New Orleans get a double-digit victory over the Panthers. I see the Saints coming back from their off week and beating the Panthers by a score of 35-24.
I'll be back in just a second.
I honestly gotta go with the Saints here, to be honest with you, man. It's just really tough to go with the team go against the team coming off their bye week, to be honest with you. The Panthers lost to the Bears. I get that. But the thing is, if Michael Thomas comes back in this game and he's fully healthy, the Panthers have no answer for him, to be honest with you. They really don't. And I think the Saints honestly should win this game convincingly, but the Panthers will make this close. I'm going to say final score 49-30, 49-37. Give me the Saints to win this game.
High scoring there.
Okay, next game on the list is guaranteed to lose. Hey, Bomb, what's going on, man? Thanks.
Hey, Bomb.
All right.
You're actually about to hear us go through our first of 3 guaranteed teams to lose, and that is the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This game is in New York, and the Bills are 13.5-point favorites. I'm going to say my pick for last. What do you guys have to say?
This is my lock of the week. I'm locking the Bills, and I got them just blowing away the Jets. So give the Bills my L for a lock of the week, and give the Jets an L for losing because that's what they do best. Final score: Bills 38, Jets 6.
Do I really need?
For a second, so Steelman, go ahead.
Do I really need to analyze this game?
No.
This is
No.
The Jets are so pathetic.
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
I'm not even kidding. I looked at their schedule. I do not see one winnable game for them. I really do think the Jets are going 0-16. Because if you guys think this week is going to be bad for them, guess who the Jets get the honor of playing next week? They get the honor of going to Arrowhead to play the freaking Chiefs next week.
Oh, they are going to get massacred.
They gotta go to Arrowhead next week.
Oh, we're on the Jets. Oh, dear God.
Oh, God.
Alex,
Man.
I want to hear what you had to say.
Bottom line, keep Jets fans in your thoughts and prayers, everybody.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I need to analyze this. The Bills, they're coming off 2 tough losses. This is just what the doctor ordered for the Bills. Needless to say, my lock of the week.
Oh, easily. Mine too.
Yeah. Buffalo, big time, 57-7. Yeah, I think the Bills get 50 on them.
Hey, Alex.
50 burger.
50 burger.
Yep.
The 50 burger.
Mapletron is a boss.
Yeah. Mapletron's a boss, dude. I changed my name. So, Alex, who do you got for this game?
Yeah. For the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets, the Bills are 13-point favorites. Oh, my God. The Bills have lost 2 straight. Josh Allen has struggled, but let's be honest. They're facing the Jets. They're going to win. This is going to be an easy victory for the Buffalo Bills. And this is exactly what Steelman said. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Buffalo Bills win Let's go 38-10.
Before
That is
I
too
make
much for
my
the Jets.
38-10, god damn it. Before I go into my prediction, I'm going to say this right now. I would not be surprised if the Jets score more than 10 points a game for the rest of the season. The Jets are that abysmal in offense, and I feel so bad for Jamison Crowder, who's probably their best wide receiver, who's getting absolutely like just distraught because he's on that team. This is my stone cold lock of the century of the week.
Yep.
Bills 62, Jets 7.
62-7.
62
You got him putting 60 up.
7.
62.
You know how it went bad last week? I'm going a little harder this week because I think the Bills could put up a lot on offense. So
They can.
62.
62-7.
Yeah.
Give me the Bills.
Just
Yeah.
like the Saints and Colts from I think it was 2011.
That's right, when
Yeah.
they were taking. Curtis Painter was starting that game.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And sorry, Alex, but the Dolphins and Jags in the playoffs.
Oh, God. Yeah, 99.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Listen. That's ancient history, all right? It's Tua time, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, I suggest right now, just for a moment, how about a moment of silence for the New York Jets?
Nah, fuck that.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Tim, man,
Just-
appreciate it.
Yep. Just end the season.
Just end the season. Hey, Tiny Tim, we got your team up. One of your teams up next. One of your teams up next. And I'm ready to hear this rant, dude. I'm ready to hear this rant. It's
Yep.
the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington football team. This game's in Washington, and the Washington football team is actually favored by 1. The referee for this game will be Ron Torbert. Who you guys got and why?
Oh, man.
We'll save Tim for last since it's his team. Dallas and Washington. This is this is not a good game. Here's an amazing but pathetic stat at the same time. Washington, they're both a game away from being first place and a game away from being in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes.
Oh, good Lord.
I know. They're 1-5. They're awful.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Yeah, Washington's just pathetic. I mean, their defense looked good the first week, but their secondary is just abysmal. I mean, I'm not saying Dallas is any better. I mean, the Cowboys, they're really bad this year as well. I mean, look, it sucks what happened to Dak. It really does. But I really don't. But watching that game Monday night, I don't really think he would make much of a difference in that game. I still think the Cardinals would have won just by the way how the Cowboys couldn't stop any of their receivers and they kept getting burned all night. So I think with Dak in the game, Dallas would have probably lost by like 14 instead of 28. But the Cowboys, they're just not a good team. They're just not. But I don't know. This is kind of a last chance for me right here. I'll go with Dallas to win this game, actually, because I think at the end of the day, the Cowboys are I guess you can say the best team in that division, but I'm not calling them the best team in that division. I'm calling them more like the least worst team in that division.
Yeah.
So I think Dallas I think Dallas's targets are going to make a big mismatch for Washington's secondary. So for that reason, I'm going to actually go ahead and say the Cowboys get this win over Washington. The Cowboys, they always beat Washington too, so I think that'll boost their confidence a little bit. But yeah, give me Dallas to win 39-20.
I'm actually going to go next. I'll save Alex and Tiny Tim for last. I'm actually going to call for this game right now. The thing is, the Cowboys are unfortunately the worst worst of the they're the best of the worst division. And the fact that Scooter McGregor, that guy's videos are so hilarious. Scooter McGregor's videos, I just love seeing him just go completely insane when the Cowboys lose. I think this time around he's going to go insane, but the Cowboys will win this time around because both offenses are extremely inept. I think benching Dwayne Haskins was a mistake for Ron Rivera, and unfortunately for Ron Rivera, it's showing that I know he got diagnosed with cancer. To be honest with you, man, I think he should just retire the rest of the season. I think he should take off the rest of the season and just focus on getting better, man. Cancer sucks. Kick cancer's ass. Don't focus on football because you're just stressing yourself out, man. Yep. Go take off the rest of the year from football. Let someone take over.
Wait, who's this?
You. Ron Rivera. He got diagnosed.
Who got cancer?
Ron Rivera.
Who?
Washington's coach.
He was the former Panthers coach. He got diagnosed with cancer before the start of the season. But Ron Rivera, man, go kick cancer's ass.
Oh, he did?
You don't need to have the stress of managing a football team hurting you as well. Take the rest of the year off and get better, man. Someone else can replace you for the year and then you can come back. But everyone's going to be fine with that. Washington this year, they're already going to be a dumpster fire this year. And the Cowboys, they're a little bit better. But I'm going to have this game as the Cowboys win. I'm going to say this is a low-scoring game, though. Final score 17-16. That's my score for the Cowboys.
Oh, boy. Well, Cowboys have 2 victories, and they are in first place in the NFC East. And they've looked pretty bad getting there. Let's be honest. Though it's NFC East. What do you expect? Defense, a lot of holds there. Historically bad. Washington is fighting and scrapping, but is limited on terms of talent. It does have talent on the front 7, which will not be good for Mr. Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, and his banged-up offensive line. This is my upset pick of the week. I got the football team. 24-21.
I think this is actually the second time you actually picked the Washington football team this year.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've done it without a coin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did have the coin flip the Cleveland game. I remember that. Tiny Tim, the floor is yours, man.
All right. Hold on. Let me give me a couple of seconds.
Oh, he's getting some props. He needs some props.
Oh, boy.
He's getting some props.
I'm ready. Dude, I've been waiting for this all day. I've been waiting for this.
This is going to be good.
This is going to be good, man.
Since this is my team, I'm also put on the helmet. Okay. Gentlemen, this week I have compiled some information for the last few days, and these statistics are very, very staggering. Give some numbers. 218, what does that mean to you?
218. 218 points?
Yards.
218 points allowed.
Exactly, Baden. 218 points allowed by the Cowboys. That is the worst in Cowboys history through the first 6 games of the season. They are on a sick pace to break the all-time record, which is 533 for a season. Anyone recall?
I don't know who that was set by, and I don't want.
Was that the Jets?
No.
No,
was that the Rams in 2009?
Go all the way back to 1981, Baltimore Colts.
And then they moved.
Yes, they did. Now, of those 218 points allowed, 74 of those points were off of Cowboys turnovers.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
74.
Let me give you some numbers here. The opponents, the Cowboys have fumbled 11 times and have lost 9 of them.
Oh my God.
Cowboys quarterbacks have thrown 6 interceptions.
Both of them?
Yeah, both Prescott and,
Oh, come on.
Dalton.
Ugh.
Yeah. I think they're starving Zeke when they should be feeding him. Right now, he's only had 101 carries for 413 yards, 5 touchdowns, but he's only averaging 4.1 yards a carry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's
Zeke's about to be bulimic.
And would you believe this?
Anorexic.
Believe this. He, of course, has already lost 4 fumbles this season alone. From his rookie season in 2016 all the way to last season, he fumbled a total of 5 balls.
And this year he's got 4 of them?
Exactly.
Jesus.
Oh, my.
So, I mean, but they're kind of starving him, but they're feeding everybody else. I mean, Amari Cooper, 46 receptions for 503 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michael Gallup, 19 receptions for 371 yards and 1 touchdown. Our rookie, my man, I love this kid, CeeDee Lamb, 36 receptions for 497 yards and 2 touchdowns. And our backup tight end, who of course is now our starter, Dalton Schultz, 23 receptions for 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. But yeah, it all comes down to that defense. All those defensive guys that got paid their big money this past offseason. I mean, even Zeke got his big money. And they're holding him down. While the man who did not get his big money was lighting it all up until 2 weeks ago. They asked a question on First Take. Do you blame the players or do you blame McCarthy? I say none of the above. I got to go to the very top.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry.
He is the
Yeah.
reason why the Cowboys have not won a touchdown in 25 friggin' years.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. What did I say?
Touchdown. Haven't won a touchdown?
Haven't won a touchdown.
What?
I don't think we can even buy a touchdown the way the guys are playing right now. And they've asked the question, was it a mistake to hire Mike McCarthy as the new head coach?
Packers fans say yeah.
I don't think it's fair after 6 games, but maybe after the season, depending on how it goes, I think it is.
Well, I'm sure as hell glad they got rid of you-know-who. So, now that my little rant is over, let's go to this game here. This used to be one of the longest rivalries in NFL history, back to the 70s, the old days. Tom Landry versus Joe Gibbs, Danny White versus Joe Theismann, the big man John Riggins against Tony Dorsett. This used to be great, but of course, political correctness has now destroyed this rivalry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington's pretty bad, but of course my boys are bad too. But I'm going to give my boys just one more chance. One chance to redeem themselves. Because I heard that Sean Lee may be able to return this week. I don't know. Now we got Leighton Vander Esch and we got Randy Gregory back with us. So there should be no problems there. But I'm giving the Cowboys one more chance. And if they screw it up again, this will be the last time you see me wearing this cap for the rest of the season. I'm taking the Cowboys to win a quick one. Not a quick
Whoa.
one. Not a quick one,
Oh,
but I meant a close one.
quickie.
Close one. All right, I got
It's
you.
gonna be close one.
Dallas in a quickie.
Yeah, quickie.
Why was I thinking quickie?
No, you're good, man. Don't worry. Trust me.
You're good, bud.
I'm just so aggravated right now with my team. I can't even talk straight.
That's understandable, man. Trust
Yeah.
me.
It's understandable.
That was me last year.
23-20. Give me the Cowboys over the no-names. This is it.
Yeah. That's how I feel with the Pirates. I'm so
Alright.
pissed off by them, I can't even talk.
The
Now we
Braves
got the
blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, your team blew a 3-1.
Freaking
I'm
Atlanta
sorry,
Braves.
Alex.
Freaking
I'm
Atlanta
sorry,
Braves
Al.
doing what they do best, choking the damn playoffs.
So, next game on the list, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. This game is in Houston. Green Bay surprisingly only a 3.5-point favorite, and the referee for this game is going to be Clay Martin. Who you guys got and why?
All right.
Well, everyone's saying that this is going to be a close game. Not me. The Packers, I mean, they looked absolutely horrible against Tampa, not going to lie. They got 10 points early on. Rodgers did something that he almost never does, which is throw an interception, let alone a pick six. I think he only has 3 of them his whole career. That's actually really impressive. But the Texans, they gave Tennessee a very good fight on Sunday. But that's just because it's a divisional game, and usually divisional games are very close and they're high contested. They play each other twice a year. They know how they operate. So, yeah, Houston still, I just don't think they're a good team. I've been saying it for years. Their defense is overrated. It gets torched by high-scoring offensive teams. Like, take a look at what happened when they played Baltimore last year. Look what happened when they played Kansas City in the playoffs. Look what happened when they, heck, look what happened when they even played us earlier this year. The Texans, they have a very overrated defense, and
the defense is trash.
I think if Houston is going to make any comeback at all this year, it's going to be strictly because of Deshaun Watson. With that being said, Romeo Crennel is head coach. I always thought he was a terrible head coach as well. So, yeah, Houston, it's looking very slim for them, and it doesn't get any better because they have the honor of playing a pissed-off Packer team with a pissed-off Aaron Rodgers. I think he is just going to have a field day against them, and Aaron Jones is going to be a fantasy god as well.
Oh.
So, yeah, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, that bad man is going to light up the Texans. 45-21 Green Bay. They keep the pressure on the Bears in the NFC North. Give me Green Bay.
All right.
Go ahead, Alex.
All right. The Packers are playing their second straight road game, and the NFL, it's always tough. They looked awful last week against the Buccaneers, losing. Oh man! After Aaron Rodgers did that whole thing, that celebration, all went downhill from there.
Yeah,
couldn't score a single point. My God. But I think that will get them back focused. They're playing a Texans defense, and that has all issues all around, which means Aaron Rodgers will have a big day. I'm with you there, still made. Give me the Packers. 35-15. Been waiting to happen.
Good name. Change your name, man. Come on. We don't change our names on here.
Wait, what?
Change your name, man. Change your
Oh, wow.
Change your name, man. We've all changed ours.
Accident. Okay.
I love me some Stephen A. Smith,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you're waiting on my pick.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'll think of a name. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, I think Green Bay is mad as hell. They're not going to take anymore, and they're going to take it out on the Texans. I'm going to say Green Bay goes into Houston, and they take down those Texans by a score of 38-21. And I see at least 3 or 4 touchdown passes from that bad man.
That bad man is going to light up that Texan defense like a Halloween jack-o'-lantern. It's not even going to be funny because next week's Halloween week, and he's going to celebrate his Halloween a little early by destroying the Texans' final score, Packers 42, Texans 28. Give me the Packers.
Oh, yeah, baby. Now, next game on the list, we are all done the 1 o'clock games. Thank goodness that was a little while for the 1 o'clock games. Now we got the 4 o'clock games. Starting off with the last, other than the Steelers and Titans game, this is the last undefeated team.
That's amazing. Holy shit, Steely. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That is amazing.
Browns in
Holy
the Super
shit.
Bowl.
That's-
The
Classic.
Browns even make it to the Super Bowl. I'll pull an ED. I'll put an EDP on you. I'll find me a captain. Yeah.
No, come on, Tim.
Oh, God.
Really?
Do a Jamal C and or an EDP. Come on, man. Wait, I don't want the string
You
game.
do that?
I don't want the string game flag. But moving on. We got the Seattle Seahawks, the other last undefeated team in the league, versus the Arizona Cardinals, baby.
God knows.
This game is in Seattle. This is in Arizona, and the Cardinals are a 3.5. I mean, Seattle's a 3.5 point favorite. John Hussey's the referee left week from our last week's game. Still made it. And who you guys got and why?
See the Seahawks and the Cardinals. All right. Cardinals are playing on a short week, having played on Monday night, but they have to feel good about the way they played that game against, well, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Seattle
Sorry,
coming
man.
off a bye, so a big edge in rest to them. The Seattle defense has some major issues, while the Arizona defense seems to be growing as a unit. I think both teams will score a lot, and let's be honest, Russell Wilson versus Kyler Murray, that's going to be a treat to see.
Mhm.
But I think it will still be the Seattle Seahawks getting the win and staying undefeated against the Arizona Cardinals. Give me the Seattle Seahawks to win. Final score 28-24.
I'm actually going to go next, and I agree with you 100% here, Alex. And actually, I have the same score prediction as you as well. Seattle right now, I think, is going to win this game. I just think that their offense is way too much, especially coming off the bye week. And the Cardinals, though, they lost Chandler Jones to season-ending bicep surgery. So Chandler Jones is going to be out. That's a big loss on the defensive front for them. Buda Baker, though, has been playing pretty well, and I think he will get an interception off Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
my God.
This game will
Buda
be
Baker is a fucking
Give
beast.
me up 28-24. Same score as you, Alex.
Buda Baker is a stud.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it's Buddha, not Muhammad, or whatever those names are.
Yeah.
Bubba Fett.
Well. Anyway,
Bubba Fett.
anyway, I got this a pretty high scoring game myself. A lot of people say Arizona was lucky. Bullshit. Arizona wasn't lucky. They just went up against a terrible defense. So that's all I got to say about that. But Seattle got a great offense. Defense is shaky a little bit, but I'm going to take Russell Wilson over Kyler Murray. And I'll take Seattle to beat Arizona 35-28.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is an interesting game indeed. The Cardinals, I think that they're a good team. I just don't think that they're quite there yet because I still think they need a little bit more slabs of concrete on that defense. But, like A. Pizzle said, and I agree with it 100%, Budda Baker is a stud. Chandler Jones, he's a stud. Isaiah Simmons, that was a great draft pick as well. The Cardinals, they got pieces to work with that front seven, but they just need to work on it a bit more because that defense that they got with the secondary, it is prone to giving up big plays. But Kyler Murray's still playing well. Kenyon Drake, I think he is someone that no one gives a whole lot of credit to. I think he's having a quietly good year.
Yep.
Another secret weapon on the Cardinals, in my opinion, Andy Isabella, who I actually went to high school with.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah, I went to high school with him. That kid had a pair of wheels on him. He was he was a track and football star. That kid was fast. Oh my God. Anytime he would match up against a corner or a safety, because I played with him I didn't know him personally. I just knew him on the football team because I played football with him. But anytime he had to go against a safety or a corner, he beat them. He not only beat them, he beat them by like 5 or 6 yards.
Oh,
He
shoot.
destroyed them. Yeah, that kid was fast. And I think he's translating very well to the NFL. And then, of course, you got DeAndre Hopkins. My opinion, the best receiver in the game. DeAndre Hopkins is just a freak. But then the Seahawks, man. Russell Wilson, I'm going to keep saying it. My pick to win MVP this year. Russ. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
DK Metcalf, he's a stud as well. I think him and Russ are going to be a deadly 1-2 punch over the next 5-6 years. So the Seahawks, they got too much fire. They got too much firepower on that offense for Arizona to contain. So I am going to go with the Seahawks here as well, but I do got the Cardinals making it a game. The Seahawks, they usually play very well in Glendale too. They've always been able to beat the Cardinals in Glendale.
Yeah, I remember that.
I got the Seahawks winning as well, but I do got the Cardinals making it a good game. Give me Seattle to take this one 34-27.
Very nice. Now I have the next game on my list here. This is my second of 3 guaranteed teams to lose, and it features one team that won last week was still pissed off from their loss to the Raiders, and a team that barely beat the Patriots. Chiefs and Broncos. This game is in Denver. The Chiefs are 9.5-point favorites, and the referee for this game is going to be Brad Rogers. Who do you guys got and why?
We're on Jags Chargers, you said?
No, Broncos Chiefs.
Oh, Broncos Chiefs.
Oh, boy.
Well, this is kind of a no-brainer here. Kansas City, they've looked a little meh on offense in the past couple weeks, but kind of like the Bills and Jets, this is what the doctor ordered for Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has owned the Broncos so far. I see no reason why it can't continue. Denver is still very banged up defensively. And the Chiefs, they have won, 10, 11 in a row, something like that against Denver. They've just killed them over the years. And I see that continuing. The Broncos, they beat New England by not even getting a touchdown. Like how, similarly to how, ironically, we beat Kansas City in the playoffs by not scoring a touchdown on them. We kicked 6 field goals against them. But, the Chiefs, this is what the doctor ordered for them, just like Buffalo. Kansas City is definitely getting out of their offensive slump in these next 2 weeks. So, Kansas City, absolute blowout here. And I think this is the game. And plus, the Chiefs, they've always had a little bit of a spotty pass rush and a bit of a spotty pass defense. I think they come out of it with this game. This is the game. Kansas City just explodes. And guess what, guys? I got another 50 burger on the board.
Oh, shit.
Kansas City.
Oh, come on.
KC 52-17. All over Denver.
I'm just going to go second to get my pick out of the way because I already said they were guaranteed to lose. Chiefs 49, Broncos 17. Just making it pure and simple. Broncos do not stand a ghost of a chance.
Well,
No, they do not. And I will agree with you 100% with everything that Steel Maiden said, with everything that LC said, and everything that Alex will say.
Yeah.
I will go with Kansas City. Kansas City wins convincingly 38-13.
Very nice.
All right, well, the Chiefs are playing on a short week and are back out on the road again. That can be a challenge. We all know that. It's the NFL. What do you know? And the Broncos look good beating the Patriots last week. And I think some of that will play over here, but I think the Chiefs will win it, but I think it'll be closer than you guys think. I'm going to say Chiefs win 24-20.
Very nice. Now we got the third and final team guaranteed to lose. Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles. The Chargers are 7.5-point favorites, and the referee for this game is going to be Clete Blakeman. Who you guys got and why?
Well, let's be honest. The Jaguars, when they go from east to west, have always been bad, even when they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, this team isn't good.
Well, they're awful.
They're bad on defense, and Justin Herbert should be able to light them up. The Chargers are coming off a much-needed bye with some guys back healthy, and I think the Chargers win big. Final score, 41-21.
Chargers
go.
Go Chargers, go. 49-16. Give me the Chargers in a fucking blowout. Jacksonville with the four-star Gardner Minshew, no chance whatsoever. Their team, they had one lucky win this year, and then they've been shit otherwise. Moving on.
Yep.
Maybe the Jaguars need to call Mark Brunell, see if they can get him out of retirement.
Or David Garrard.
Or David Garrard.
Maybe Byron Leftwich, who knows? Maybe he'll give up the Bucs play calling duties.
Wow.
I thought Byron Leftwich was the quarterback.
That's what I said. Byron Leftwich.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I probably remember Mark Brunell more than anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, no chance for the Jags. I got the Rams winning convincingly. Rams 41, Jaguars 10. Go,
Nice Chargers.
Chargers, go.
I mean the Chargers.
You said Rams.
Okay, I meant the other team that plays in Los Angeles. All right.
Well, I know it's hard to
The team, the team that pays rent to the Rams.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Fuck you, Span.
41-10, go, Chargers, go.
Steel
Yep.
Maiden?
Well, I will go ahead and make it unanimous. In the words of one of my favorite rock bands, AC/DC, Jacksonville, you've been thunderstruck. Yep. The Lightning Bolts easily win this one. Justin Herbert goes off. He's due for his first win as a starter. He easily gets it here. Jacksonville, they are horrible. That win against the Colts was a total fluke, and they're not getting it. They may not win another game for the rest of the year. I'm not kidding. But they may pull off a 2001 Panthers where they won their first game and then they lost out. Not even kidding. That's what happened. But
Right.
LA wins this one easily, 40-17.
Yeah.
Now we got our Fox game of the week. Surprisingly, it's our Fox game of the week this week, and it is the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. This game is in New England, and the Patriots are 1.5-point favorites. The referee for this game is Sean Smith. Who do you guys got and why?
This is an interesting game as well. The 49ers proven that they can still win games even when they're banged up, because if you saw any of that game Sunday night they had against the Rams, I mean, sure, don't let the score fool you. It was 24-16. But if you watched it, the 49ers, they looked like themselves from last year. They were completely dominant on defense, suffocated Jared Goff all night. And the run game actually looked pretty good at times. And, of course, Jimmy G hooking up with George Kittle. That is a deadly combo right there. So, yeah, 49ers, they have asserted themselves right back into that very tough NFC West. You know what they call that one? NFC Best. That's what they call that, the NFC Best, deservingly so, because that is the best division in football. So, yeah, 49ers, they're not out of it yet. They're still looking good. Kyle Shanahan put together one of his best coaching performances of his career. So now they got to go pretty much across the country to Boston to play the Patriots. The Patriots, they are banged up as well, and no one feels bad for them. But,
Exactly.
Yeah, no one feels bad for him.
Nope.
Cam Newton, he sucks against Denver. Bill Belichick sucks against Denver. In fact, I looked this up. Bill Belichick in his career against the Broncos is 10-14.
Wow.
So yeah, it seems like the Broncos are just that one. It seems like the Broncos and maybe the Broncos and maybe the Giants and Ravens have always been those teams that have given New England the most problems during their dynasty days. Yeah, because Tom Brady, he's lost 3 playoff games to the Broncos.
Carolina, too.
Yeah.
I probably add Kansas City to the list.
Yeah, you can put Kansas City up there, too. But, yeah, Tom Brady, Denver, I would say they're the biggest one, because Brady, when he was with the Patriots, he lost 3 playoff games to the Broncos in Denver. So, yeah, it looks like Denver, they've always given New England trouble. It continued that way. The Patriots, they are just busted on offense right now. Cam Newton didn't play well. So, normally I say whenever a West Coast team has to go out east to play an East Coast team, I give the advantage to the home team because that's a lot of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, the 49ers going to the East Coast, the 49ers already went out east this season and beat 2 teams. Now, granted, the Giants and Jets are 2 horrible teams, but still, they did it with banged-up rosters, and the Patriots are playing their worst football in 18 years. So, yeah, I know a lot of people are probably picking New England, but I am actually going ahead and going with the 49ers here. I think San Francisco goes out east again. I think San Francisco goes out east again, and they beat the Patriots in Gillette. The Patriots, they're not what they used to be at home. They have lost I think they've lost 5 of their last 8 home games, something like that.
Wow.
They have not been playing well at home lately. They have not. And with the 49ers, with how awesome they played on defense, and with Jimmy G coming back in that game and him hooking up with George Kittle, I think the 49ers take big advantage of that, and I think their defense shows up again against that busted New England offense. Give me the 49ers, another pretty dominant win here, 27-13 San Francisco.
This is actually my upset pick of the week. I got the 49ers. Same with Steel Maiden here. The thing is, this is going to be the start of the Patriots downward spiral. The Patriots right now are dealing with a ton of injuries, especially with Stephon Gilmore still on the COVID list. That really hurts them. And the 49ers, I think, are going to win off that momentum they had against the Rams. They're not out of it just yet.
but give me the 49ers to win this game closely, 26-20 in overtime. I think the 49ers should.
Wow.
Well, I'm kind of going the other way on this one. It's going to be a close game, but I'm going to say New England at home will beat San Francisco by a score of 27-23.
All right. Lucas, has there ever been a time where we done 2 coin flips in an episode?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Well, guess what?
Might have had
I'm
one.
doing it.
Oh,
I'm doing it.
watch out. We got a badass over.
Heads, 49ers. Tails, Patriots.
All right.
2.
2, 3.
Fuck, that was terrible. Let's try that again. Boom. And that sucked too.
Maybe you shouldn't do more than one.
Yeah.
And there, Alex. Oh, damn it. This computer screen froze.
He
Shit.
froze.
Damn it. We'll get back to you, Alex, because I think your computer froze. Let's get into the next game, which is Sunday Night Football. Check your local listings. It is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Buccaneers are favored by 3. The referee for this game is going to be Scott Novak. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, this is a rematch of the first Super Bowl that I ever saw as a fan, Super Bowl 37, when the Raiders got Gruden grinded by their former head coach, who currently coaches them.
That's right.
48-21. I will vividly always remember Dexter Jackson's pick 6 in that game. Just something to see, man.
That was incredible.
Yeah, that was the first Super Bowl I ever saw as a football fan when I was 6, 7 years old.
Wow.
But, yeah, and 18 years later, these two teams are looking pretty good. Buccaneers, they're playing pretty good football right now. They're coming off a dominant win over Green Bay. Looks like Brady's hooking up really well with the targets that he has down there as expected. But then, Tampa, their defense kind of came to life, especially with that pick 6 they had against Aaron Rodgers of all quarterbacks. So, yeah, Buccaneers, they're playing well. They're first in the NFC South. But then you got the Las Vegas Raiders. Vegas, they are a team that I think gets no respect. They are, for the longest time, what?
I agree 100%. They don't get any respect at all.
For the longest time, I've been saying the Raiders are overrated and they're not going to do it. This year has made me do a complete 180 of it so far. The Raiders, they're playing very good football so far.
Grinders, baby.
They're coming off a bye, much deserved bye, I should say. And they're coming off a win against Patrick Mahomes of all quarterbacks.
That's right.
So, yeah, both these teams coming off wins against 2 of the most elite quarterbacks the NFL has seen in recent years.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to like for this game. For once, the NFL did a good job with putting a good Sunday Night Football game on. So, with this one, who do I possibly pick? Well, we all know how Brady does in primetime. Brady usually does very well in primetime.
Yep.
But I got to say, the Raiders, they have one big advantage in this game. They got a pass rusher, that Max guy. They got a pass rusher that can make Brady work, and we all know Brady's weakness is pressure. So, I know a lot of people are picking Tampa, but I am going ahead, in the words of Chris Berman, I am going ahead and taking
Wow.
my third and final upset of the week. Raiders, baby. I'm going with Vegas in this one. High-scoring offensive fireworks show, 37-36. I think I am finally starting to give the Raiders credit. Josh Jacobs is a stud. Darren Waller's a good tight end. that Henry Ruggs kid, he's turned out to be a very good receiver for Vegas. Derek Carr, I don't think he's playing great, but he's playing good enough to win. But yeah, man, the Raiders, they beat Drew Brees and they beat Patrick Mahomes. I think they can beat Tom Brady. Give me the Raiders. High scoring game, 37-36.
And based on everything that my buddy Steel Maiden has just said, I too am taking the Raiders upset of the week, 28-24. Give it to the Gruden Grinders.
Alex?
Did you get my pick for the 49ers and Patriots game?
No, I didn't because your computer screen froze.
Okay, let's try it again. Third time's a charm. I got my coin here, and fuck it. I got the Niners.
All right, cool. Niners, what's the score?
Niners 27-21.
All right, cool. Who do you got for this game, Alex?
As for this game, shit, I got the Raiders too.
Wow.
I got the Raiders too. Yeah, the Raiders are coming off the bye, which will help. While the Buccaneers are coming off a beatdown against the Packers. And I think that game is a hint of what's to come for the Buccaneers, but not this week because John Gruden and his Gruden Grinders are going to find a way to get it done on, I think this is Monday. Is this Sunday night?
It's Sunday night game, yeah.
Yeah, NBC game. Check local listings. That's right. 28-19.
I can see Josh Jacobs having a heck of a time in this one.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi went down.
No worries, man. You're good.
So, wait, who did Alex say for Vegas?
I said, well, first off, I said the 49ers over the Patriots 27-21.
Okay.
And I have the I have the Las Vegas Raiders in the upset as well, 28-19.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
And I'm fortunately going to be the lone wolf on this one. I just think the Buccaneers are going to win it barely. If the Raiders do win, though, I will not be surprised. This game is going to be very close, but I just think at the end the Buccaneers are going to get the close win. Final score, Buccaneers 30, Raiders 27.
Now it's time for the Monday night.
No.
It's a pretty cool matchup. You know, just think about that. Like the Buccaneers versus the Raiders. You know, like a pirate war.
Which
you know?
But pirate is going to come out on top?
Yeah.
So, last game on the list is Monday Night Football. It is the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Chicago Bears. This game's in Los Angeles, and the Rams are 6-point favorites. And Bill Vinovich
6 points?
Game. Yeah, I know. It's surprising. 6 points is surprising. Who do you guys think and why?
Well, let's be honest. The Rams were exposed last week against the 49ers. But we still don't know how good the Bears are yet because they're 5-1, but their offense is very limited. This is their second straight road game, which will be a challenge. But I got the Bears improving to 6-1. Wow. Big Dick Nick will beat Jared Goff.
Ryan Gosling Goff.
Yeah, I tried to think of it, but I couldn't. So yeah, give me the Bears 23-17.
Interesting.
Tiny Tim.
Where did that thing go?
Oh, there it is. Coin flip.
Is your coin flip?
This is coin flip.
I think this is my coin flip game of the week.
Attaboy.
There we go.
Now.
Because the Rams are good, but they're not good. The
Well.
Bears are bad, but they're not that bad.
Well,
So I don't really have a quarter, so I'll just have to use a penny. The head side, Mr. Lincoln, that's going to be the Bears. And this side is going to be the Rams. And I usually just let it fall on the floor. Here we go, flip. Well, usually in this situation, if it's almost even, it's 6 points for the Rams. But I'm going to give it to it. Came up tail, so give me the Rams in this one. Let's say 30-21.
Very nice. I like this score.
Cool.
Steel Maiden?
This is a tricky one to pick as well for me. The Rams, I'm starting to think I gave them too much credit because the Rams, they're 4-3, but get this. All 4 of their wins have come against the NFC East.
Yeah.
Yeah, they swept the NFC. They swept the NFC East. Their 3 losses were to
There are 2 losses.
Yeah, there are 2 losses came to the Buffalo Bills, who are leading the AFC East, and of course they got suffocated by the 49ers. So it looks like the Rams, they can only win outside of the NFC East, or inside the NFC East. So, Chicago Bears, I can't really say I can see this team starting 6-1 because I do think the Bears are overachieving a little bit. Nick Foles looks like he just has that winning pedigree with the Bears, but the Bears, they do have a good defense. I think that defense and Nick Foles are saving Matt Nagy's job because Matt Nagy, he's another bad coach that needs to go. But yeah, this is a challenging one for me. But at the end of the day, this is my thing. Jared Goff is so overrated.
Yep.
He benefited from Todd Gurley all those years, and now he doesn't have him anymore, and he looks lost with it. And I think that Sunday night game exposed that. So if he can struggle against a 49er team that was banged up defensively and offensively, I have no doubt in my mind that he can struggle against a Bears defense that's practically healthy.
Right.
So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and take the Bears
Wow.
to beat the Rams in a very low-scoring defensive game, 17-10.
Nice.
I think that the Rams will win this game, to be honest with you. I think the Rams offense is going to be a little bit too much for the Bears. This will probably be a low-scoring defensive game. But I think the Bears, unfortunately, will not have needed to get past the Rams. So give me the Rams in a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 20-17. Give me the Rams. Now, that's it for our picks, but we do have a hate week analysis here. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We're going to go and watch this from this YouTuber named Titan Uploads. So we're going to go ahead and watch that. If you guys need me to stop, let me know, and we'll give our thoughts. So with that being said, Titan Upload, though, pretty big channel. Just uploaded it today, so let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
That. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here. Oh, what the heck is that? Okay, so I'm hearing noises. It's creeping me out. I was getting ready to make this video. Steelers Titans, week 7, both teams undefeated 5-0. It's like Steelers. It's got me all freaked out, you know. Now, last time we played the Pittsburgh Steelers, didn't end well.
Not bad intro, man.
Thursday night matchup, the Titans were coming red hot. Yeah. So
there we go.
Didn't go exactly as planned. Titans will be ready this time. Why am I not scared anymore?
Hold on real sec.
You got
Who is this?
You got Derrick Henry.
this is Titan Upload. He's a
veteran Titans TTC Vinmaker.
Okay.
Big Titans fan. He's got over 3,000 subscribers. So
Cool.
Wow.
yeah, he's got some pretty good stuff there. So not bad on the intro, but let's go ahead and continue.
We got Ryan Tannehill. Yeah, you may have heard of him. Plus, we also got Coach Vrabel. And if you know Coach Vrabel, oh yeah, he's got you on his list. He's checking it twice to see if you've been naughty or nice. And you already
This
made
game
the naughty
isn't
list.
on Christmas weekend. What the shit?
Yeah, we're doing that
Yeah, me.
every day.
You get to call me up with Christmas. I'm like, what?
Birthday parties and all the other things you were missing out on in week 7. Well, I got news for you. It's week 7. You're playing the Titans. We're undefeated. You're undefeated. Let's go. Tighten up. Let's get to the preview. Next.
I like that logo though. It's a pretty decent. It's a pretty cool
So
logo.
the 5-0
Yes.
Steelers take on the 5-0 Tennessee Titans from Nissan Stadium. The Pittsburgh Steelers come in as a 2-point favorite. What I can tell you is
It's flips back.
a Sunday night
It's
football.
got a Marcus
But
Mariota
unfortunately,
fan.
Bucks
That's
late
right.
It is.
That's Marcus Mariota.
Noon, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. National game televised on CBS. Yeah, that ain't going to happen either because they're going to go with the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots.
That is in my area.
Yeah, same.
You're in my area.
Titans going 6-0.
Yeah, I actually looked at the local listings, and Steelers Titans is actually going to be the most broadcasted game of the 1 o'clock CBS games.
That's right. So
Yeah.
can't do that.
But they're facing a tough challenge this week in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mhm.
Their defense is coming. I mean, their defense almost averages 5 sacks a game.
Oh,
They
fuck.
really
I like these graphics, man. This is cool graphics.
Wow. It's nice.
Under the radar is Steelers have been giving up some points this year. They do come in 30 points, around 18 per game giving up defensively, which is actually pretty good, but they've had some moments where, you know, they were losing late in the game to the Texans. They gave up a lot to the Eagles. Denver was hanging around with them in week 2, and obviously they squashed the Giants in week 1. But where Pittsburgh gets a lot of their oomph is what they did to the Cleveland Browns. Last week, the Cleveland Browns came up with the #1 rush offense, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers said, we don't want none of that, and they took care of business and just destroyed the Browns 38-7. Steelers really were, if you watch this video right up here when I previewed the Steelers, I knew coming in, I thought would win the AFC North. I still believe that. Defense is what scared me. They were a top 5 defense last year with no quarterback because Big Ben obviously didn't play most of the year because he was out with injury. Taylor Lewan is really hurt the Titans at left tackle. And Tyson Braylo really bring it. He didn't look very good in his first couple performances against the Texans and J.J. Watt. Now he's going to get T.J. Watt, which comes in with 4.5 sacks. Hey, if you're a fan of the NFL, especially the Tennessee Titans, look no further. This is the spot you want to be. So don't forget to subscribe and tighten up that like button. The channel. Now, offensively, the Tennessee Titans lead pretty much every statistical category that you can think of, whether it's points per
His
game
editing is amazing.
or
I love it.
No, dude, his editing is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Best editing we've seen so far.
passing yards per completion. The Titans came in last week only giving up 1 sack per game. The Texans got us twice in that category. Thank you, J.J. Watt. So this week, the Titans, still have a better, not giving up as many sacks per game. So we'll see without Taylor Lewan if that can hold up versus this 5-sack team defense in the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the big interesting thing is, on paper, Big Ben he's doing it. He doesn't really get a lot of attention this year. He's done a really good job, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception, yardage. But his team's undefeated. And if anybody should be in that MVP category, we've heard some things on Ryan Tannehill. We've heard Josh Allen, and he's kind of fallen off the face of the earth. But Big Ben has been pretty stable in his comeback. Definitely online for comeback player of the year like Ryan Tannehill got last season.
There you go.
Offensively. Chase Claypool has been putting up some pretty good stats lately. He's a touchdown machine. Connor's been getting the ball going, running, he's roughly around 4.9 yards per carry. And then you look at Juju. I mean, he hasn't really taken off, I don't think, but he's still part of the team and doing his thing. And Ebron's okay, whatever. But when you look at it on paper, the Pittsburgh Steelers come in with the 9th rushing offense, which is pretty good. The Titans are 5th. But their pass offense is where I'm kind of shocked, breaking this game down. They come in roughly 24th in the league in passing, where the Titans come in 11th. So maybe there's a little bit of a difference there that can help the Tennessee Titans. Maybe the Titans could get a little bit more of a pass rush this week because they're really needed on defense. But when you look at it offensively, whether it be the running back, whether it be the receivers, Corey Davis is coming back, A.J. Brown. A lot of you Steeler fans looking at the Titans right now are looking at those stats and like, they don't scare me. They don't scare me. Jonnu Smith, Steelers have a tough time with some tight ends, recently. So I don't know how healthy Jonnu Smith's going to be, though, to have a high ankle sprain of some sort. And kept them out most of the second half versus the Texans, so that's something to keep an eye on. The Titans have an edge in the red zone. The Tennessee Titans, this has been one of their things, turnover margin and red zone offense. For whatever reason, the Titans at one point this season were 8 for 8 with touchdowns, 78% of the time on touchdowns when they're in the red zone. We'll see what happens with that Halloweenish Pittsburgh Steeler defense. Will they be giving up on the red zone?
I like that.
I like it too, man.
If anybody can do it, it's definitely Tennessee. The biggest question for the Titans would be, what are they going to do offensively without Taylor Lewan? Ryan Tannehill, 35% play action. We saw what happened with J.J. Watt last week with the strip sack. I don't know. Sambrailo will be very important. Isaiah Wilson's come out. He's just not ready. He's not even close to being ready, so that's just not going to be a possibility for weeks, I don't think. So the Titans are just going to have to step up with what they have. Guess the trade deadline is coming up. So will the Titans make a move? I don't even know who's out there. Probably not. They'll probably go with what they have. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm telling you, that defense, Titan Upload's been all over that defense from the start. So I knew it was going to be a top 5 defense. They're no joke. They're going to be a serious threat. But I will say this, Titan fans. If there's any doubt, it's Halloween and some of us are scared and, we got all this stuff going around us. Think of it this way. Number 1, we have the king of the castle. And number 2, our defense, it can't get much worse than it did last week. Expect the Titans to bounce back this week. So, the Titans can do it. It's just going to be that consistently, got to find ways to get some pressure. So this one's on Beasley. This one's on Clowney. This one's on Landry. These guys are going to have to step up. And here's a wild card that you might not have heard of if you're a Steeler fan. Roberson. Got a little bit of action last week. This guy is electric. He's quick off the edge. It could be a game changer down the line. So look for that name to pop up. And who knows? Maybe this is the game that he does it. So we'll see what happens with this one. But Titans, Steelers, who you got? Should be a good one in Nashville. Till next time, take care and don't forget, tighten up. Titan Upload, and you're watching Fans.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
That was fucking impressive. This guy
Okay.
is 3,000 subscribers for a fucking reason, man. That was brilliant, dude. Panel, what's your thoughts?
Just watching the graphics on that video, it looks so professional, man.
Beautiful.
It blew me away.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Of the ones we've watched so far this season, I would say this one's the best.
I think so too. I think it's
The one last week is
well.
second.
Nice.
The one last week was the Browns fan was second best. He was originally number 1, but this guy and his editing was just out of this world.
That was out of this world, man. Great vid maker, man. Great job on the video, man. My Hate Week is coming out tomorrow. And with that being said, I'm not sure we're stealing anyway. It might have been Wi-Fi. But with that being said,
Internet
guys,
sucks.
that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching this stream. It was a fantastic stream as always. Let us know your picks in the comments below. With that being said, Alex and Tiny Tim, would you like to have your final thoughts?
Better get this for me, boys. Give me all one chance. You got to hold on to the ball. If someone turns it over, just fall on the ball. Don't try to pick it up, scoop it up, and try to run it back unless you really have a good chance. But like I said, this could be the last time you see me wearing this cap this year.
No.
Alex?
When Fitzmagic is sad, we are all sad.
Yeah, it was disappointing, man.
But it's Tua time.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it turns out for the best. I know that was the plan all along. I guess that was the plan along because our bye week was week 11. Now they switched it to 7. Now Tua is our starter. So here we go.
Let's go, Steelers. This game is going to be the biggest game of the year right now for the Steelers. I know next week we'll see, but this week right now is the biggest game of our season right now. Chance to be undefeated at 6-0. Steelers, get the job done. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's beat those Titans and see you guys later. Stay on.